All right. Once again, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors be unto your apostles and heirs of great millstone. To all the Akiams worldwide, I want to say shalom be unto you. This is the word from the Chiamashur.com. Just be unto quick edification. Through the spirits and the power of the Most High, Ba'ashem Yeshai. This edification is entitled Lynching for 3 transgressions. And that lynching just goes back to, and those Edomites used to have their way with us in hanging us because they know they just have that hatred inside for the children of Israel. That's why his kingdom is currently falling. I say Tawada Yabashimashai for that. But for 3 transgressions of what Edom and these other nations did, the transgression that they did against the children of Israel, the Most High Abashimishai would not forget it. Start with Amos chapter 1 and verse 6. Thus said the Lord Abashimishai, for 3 transgressions of Gaza and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captives the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. And jumping down to verse 9. Thus said the Lord Abashimishai, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant. And jumping down to verse 11. Thus said the Lord Abashimishai, for 3 transgressions of Edom and 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they did pursue his brother with a sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. And also verse 13, thus said the Lord Abashimishai, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the woman with child from Gilead, that they might enlarge their border. So we see throughout times Edom and these other nations, as even reference Moab or Ammon, the Japanese, so-called, they are a lot children, the Moabites and the Ammonites. But they were ripping the children out of the mothers just to get their land or get a piece of land to push back their borders. And Edom as well will have been lynching us through the times, killing us unjustly. There are times when you see unjust killing on the hands of Edom. The whole world watch at it. So the Lord Abashimishai is not going to let Edom get away. Not going to let Moab, Ammon, and all these other nations get away, because they had their way with the children of Israel. So when it comes to Edom and Moab, in times past, they actually they had a pact together when you really think about it, because they were working in hand throughout time. And really and truly, Lord Abashimishai will have put us in the hands of these nations, because we will have sinned against the Most High. So when you go to Judges chapter 3 and verse 12, it says, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord Abashimishai. And the Lord Abashimishai strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord Abashimishai. And he gathered unto him the children of Ammon and Amalek, and went and smote Israel, and possessed the city of palm trees. So you see where the Edomites will have linked up with the Moabites in time past to be against us. And it's in this time still. These other nations rather bond together to keep us down than to see us rise, the plain example. And Judges chapter 10 and verse 6 says, "And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord their Abashimishai, and served Balaam and Ashtaroth and the gods of Syria, and the gods of Zidon, and the gods of Moab, and the gods of children of Ammon, and the gods of the Philistines, and forsook the Lord their Abashimishai, and served not him. And the anger of the Lord their Abashimishai was hot against Israel, and he sold them in the hands of the Philistines and into the hands of the children of Ammon." So you see why the Lord Abashimishai will have used these nations as punishment over us, because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But Edom will have been doing the worst, doing too much. So that's why the Lord Abashimishai would not forget Edom, because they broke that brotherly covenant. Yes, we went off, Yes, we did wrong. But Edom, he just, because of his wicked, and tendency, he just had his way a little too much, The Lord not going to pardon him. So Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 8, "Shall I not in that day, said the Lord Abashimishai, even to destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men of Seaman shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." So that's why fire and brimstone will rain down on his habitations, as the scriptures say. So all those lynchings and all those mass deaths, mass killing that he did throughout times when it came to cheeks, the Lord Abashimishai are going to forget to Edom, and you will pay, with fire and brimstone upon your habitation. So that's a quick understanding of 3 transgressions of Edom and Moab. Hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory be unto the Most High Abashimishai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors be unto your apostles, and here's a great millstone to all the Akiams worldwide. I want to say shalom be unto you. This is the word from the GM Ashrael Khan saying shalom. Stay strong, Akiam. Shalom.